Today we're playing one of the gnarliest team up cards we got from March of the Machine that doesn't get shown nearly enough love. And we're doing it in a beautiful synergistic deck that combines tokens and ramp. That's right, today we're talking about Ghalta and Mavrin, a card I don't think gets nearly enough attention. It is absolutely insane. This card is a 12/12 dinosaur vampire that has some really interesting effects to it. If you attack at all, not including this card itself, but if you attack at all on your turn, you immediately get one of two effects. You either get to create a massive trampling creature that's, the same size as your biggest creature on the field, or you can get a number of 1/1 vampires with lifelink based on the number of creatures you're attacking with. So this works really good with either a really wide board state with tokens, or if you're ramping into some really nasty big creatures. So that's why we made a deck that does both. So we're going to be ramping early on, many journeys, Zendikar getting a bunch of extra lands, but then we also have a really go wide plan here with Mondrak, and it's going to double up on all of our tokens. And those tokens are going to be pretty massive. We got to Invoke the Ancients, where we're going to be getting 4 instead of 2 tokens of 4/5 bodies that can, have a bunch of effects. Or we have things like the Glistening Dawn. This card's really nuts. We get to incubate, and those incubation tokens get the number of counters based on the number of lands you have. So these things will be absolutely massive and absurd. So we can make big tokens with this Ghalta. And then we've also got things like Nissa, which gets absolutely massive tokens, and those tokens we're going to be giving trample. If we have a big Awaken the Woods, we're going to absolutely run through the opponent quickly. This deck is actually really cool, and I honestly think it's pretty darn good. So I think you're going to enjoy this one, but anyways, we'll jump into it now. But if you are new here, we do post videos typically 5 days a week. So if you enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, all that stuff helps out an absolute ton, and I'd greatly appreciate it. With that being said though, guys, enjoy the video. We'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be ramping up, and we're going to be doing some token stuff into some Ghalta, which is insane. Not to mention we have a new really cool incubation spell that we're going to be using that hopefully with Mondrak can double up on for some really explosive finishes. We're up against Werewolves. Yeah, this one's the Sacrifice Destroy. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out which one that is because the alternate art is kind of throwing me. Anyways, I think the many journeys here is actually really good because they might even sacrifice this to blow this up, which would be such a waste for them because I've got Wedding Announcement, We'll see though. Once they turn into nighttime, it's gonna be pretty bad. So we can't actually allow that, which kind of stinks because I'd like to go with the Seed of the Empire here, but we can't really afford to do that. So we're going to play out the Wedding Announcement, which is probably going to get blown up by the Liberator. It is what it is. We may make a chump block here on the Reckless Stormseeker. I would have loved to have just hit it with the Seed of the Empire, but again, I cannot let this transform because if this transforms, then the opponent's just gonna basically attack and blow up my enchantments at will. I'm gonna take another shot here from the opponent. All good. Hopefully we get a land. We don't find a land, unfortunately. Bummer. Which does mean we're gonna have to cast the Seed of the Empire as a land. What is nice though is we're gonna be casting 2 spells this turn, which will be flipping the Werewolves back over. They try to pull a fast one on us here by not playing a spell. But we get him right back flipped over. And then next turn, if we can just get another land here, we've got the Titanius Command, which can really amp up my board here. And then also go find me 2 lands, which can get us right into the Ghalta here. A little bit of a tricky game. They're off to a pretty fast start, and they've got answers that they can pull the trigger on at any moment. So we'll see how they, if they decide to pull the trigger on the Liberator yet. They don't have as good of an attack this turn either because we have the Seeker ready to block. Another Liberator. All the more reason for them to sack it. We'll see. If they give it haste, they're going to just keep the pressure rolling, man. They're going to keep the pressure on. Interesting tactic. I'll blow this up. Oops. I'll blow this up. I'll blow all of them up, honestly. We reload pretty easily, so I will definitely clean the board off if we can here. I would imagine they have some sort of protection spell for at least one of these, but Seems like a no-brainer to me, to be honest, but we'll see. Thanks for the sub, whoever that was. Appreciate that. All right, Tamio, safekeeping. Woof. Okay. Okay, that was kind of pointless. That was kind of pointless. That might have been a shame maneuver there for them to play that out. All right, let's go get some lands the old-fashioned way by digging them out of the deck here manually. They don't want to give it to us. That's fine. We're in range of Galta now, which is great, but we do want to get a bigger board, a little bit more wide of a board here in order for it to be, you know, better. We'll eat this. It's all good. All right. And we go here, create some bears, flip those bears, get a creature here. All right, there's really no competing with the rest of my board here. They say good game. Yep, there it is. Would have really liked to showcase the Galta there, but I really needed to get a bigger board state so we can create more of those lifelink bodies. We didn't have a really big creature, so attacking with Galta wasn't going to be very good unless we went wide. So GG's. This game definitely amps up to like 90% better if you have a Mondrak on the field, but I did run 4 at one time and I drew into all 4 of them in one game. So I backed it off to 3, which is probably the right call, but I have a feeling because we backed it off to 3, we're not going to see it ever again. That tends to happen a lot. We've got a great first couple of turns here with the ramp, so hopefully we can ramp fast enough into these really big spells. And if they're looking to reanimate here, that's great because we have the Titanius command, so we can exile their graveyard if we can get there fast enough before they can reanimate, which we should be able to because we have the Zendikar next turn. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that'll put us in range to exile their graveyard, which I'm sure they're going to be pretty upset about, especially if they hit like an Atraxa here. Okay. Don't quite know what they're up to, but we're going to put a quick stop to that nonsense. Here we go. Moment of truth. Just don't reanimate just yet. That'd be great. All right, 3 mana. There's no way they reanimate. Perfect. Their graveyard is mine. The more, the merrier. Fill it up. Come on. Throw a couple more big ones in there. There you go. There you go. And what I'm also going to probably do here with the Titania is I'm probably just going to go grab 2 more lands because I want to thin my deck out as best I can here to kind of get better top decks. I think that's the best play. All right, see you later. Thanks for the huge life gain. And they got to start all over again with the self-mill here. Self-discard. All right, let's go ahead and flip this bad boy. And Ancients is pretty cool. I have a feeling, though, for some reason, I have a weird feeling we're about to get swept up here. It's not really that weird of a feeling. It's pretty obvious, I think, but we'll see. We are in range of that farewell. Ooh, they got a cycle. Looking for some answers. All right, let's sacrifice one of these. That's great. That's 2 cards right there that we can draw into. That is money in the bank, baby. Let's go. And we're going to just keep hanging on to these. I want to have these for reloading purposes in case things go sideways. Awaken the Woods is sweet if we get a way to give trample with like a Nissa here, but it doesn't look like any of that's going to be necessary. I'm pretty sure we're going to just roll over them here on this next turn. Oh, they've got an opportunity here. It's good. That's pretty good. Okay. That's pretty good. It's extremely good, actually. That is extremely good. Okay. What do they have in the yard, though, to reanimate? Nothing. And I have nothing. Cool. So they're not going to get much value off of that. Awaken the Woods for 2, 3, 4. which obviously is 8. Oh, we screwed up, didn't we? Yeah, we could have actually done that a little bit better. We could have given Mondrak the indestructibility by leaving 1 mana open, but we screwed up a little bit on that one. Not that I think they have anything like destroy, you know, certain amount of creatures. I think it's going to be all portals, if not farewell. So I don't think we'd be able to avoid it anyways with indestructibility, but somehow, some way, with an opponent that has 1 with the multiverses and 2 portals on the field, we absolutely roll. So that's awesome. I think the clutchest card in this build though was Titania's Command. Imagine the reanimation stuff they would have had going on if we didn't have this card ready to go. They would have had Kaya, that's for sure, and a Jin. Yeah, that would have been nightmare. So that was a great game. Man, I got a soccer game tonight at 9:30 and I have no idea how I'm gonna make it through. I'm not gonna lie. Tomorrow I work early and I was up so late last night recording. Don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna try. Opponent gets to go first. I really don't like this hand. I don't think we can keep it. This is better. I mean, we got to keep all those, right? I would think so. That's a good turn 3 right there. We'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, my nose is itching. A Selesnya player as well. We don't see any enchants yet, though. It's funny how that works, though. The matchups and stuff like that. You don't see Selesnya enchants once, but it's like you have Selesnya enchants every other game, but you switch your deck up just slightly and then you don't see it anymore. It's crazy. All right, so this is kind of cool. Let's see what this says. So it's a 2/2. Enters the battlefield with X/1/1 counters on it. Coven at the beginning of combat or at the beginning of your end step. If you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Okay. So get a 1/1 counter every time on their end step if they control different powered creatures. Pretty cool. I think I will awaken the woods here for 2. It doesn't feel great, but it does ramp us into Titania's Command, which is pretty sweet. So I think we'll do that. And then what's even cooler about that too is we're going to get another token here. So when we go Titania's Command, we'll be able to pump up the entire field here to 3/3s, which is kind of nutty. Ugh. Okay, maybe no Titania's Command after all. We'll see. Glistening Dawn, though, still a pretty brutal card if they want to go that route. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if they hit... Okay, cool. They don't go with the command. That is a pretty big mistake, in my opinion. We can honestly allow that. That doesn't scare me. It normally would scare me, but I'm not trying to sweep the board or remove anything. I'm trying to outdo the opponent on the scale in which we grow, and I think we're going to outgrow them in every department. Let's go get 2 lands. Encounters. I like it. And then we're going to get another creature, and then these are all going to be actually 4/4s, which can block these all day long. So I will take it. Not much they can do. I mean, they have 1 mana here. Let's bring you in. They have 1 mana, so it could be like a Tyvar or something like that, but I doubt it. I bet it's just this that's triggering their priority hold at the moment. Good luck with that one, my guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About to be 8. 4, 5, 6. That's fine. Yeah, we'll do the more expensive one. A 2/1 that says when it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. And then for 4 mana, you can draw a card. 1 less to cast. Okay, for each modified creature. That's pretty cool. Never seen anybody run that card before. It's kind of cool. Oh, wow. They control 3 different types already. Pretty good. I like their deck. Very cool. Oh, forgot to put this back. Very cool. That's a card. That right there is what we call a card. All right, let's do it. I see no reason why we shouldn't. Go ahead, Galta, get in there. Let's go ahead and create some life linking vampires for each attacking creature. Pretty disgusting. Now, the best thing we can do next turn is probably create an attacking trampler to go with Galta. If Galta, you know, survives this turn cycle. And it does. Let's go. If they had an exiling effect ready to go, which wouldn't have been too surprising, that would have sucked. But I still had some really great backup plans here. These would have been absolutely massive. We have 8 lands here and 2 up top. So these would have brought in 2 10/10, you know, tokens that I could, you know, brought in as creatures. So what another dude, these games have been great. I am having so much fun with this one. I know my energy probably doesn't seem like it, but man, I am having an absolute blast right now. I'm very tired, but man, this deck is sick. I like this one a lot. We definitely can't keep this, right? No shot. This we can keep, and we got a Mondrak, so hopefully we can get that going here. Hopefully the Mondrak gets to show up here on curve and create some tokens for us, man. Hopefully it doesn't die right away. That'd be a bummer. Galta off the top is pretty cool because we do have ramp to get to it, so. That's scary. I'm not gonna lie, that's very scary. I don't have a great answer for that, to be honest. Once it gets past the flying vigilance, I really am kind of screwed. Unless I get invoke the ancients would be pretty good, because invoke the ancients would give us some reach creatures, but this thing, it's only a matter of time before we run out of those reach creatures. All right, we're gonna try to protect our life total here as much as we can. Let's go. That was a clutch land right there. Very clutch. Come on in, Mondrak, get us some more blockers here. That was huge. I need another land though, so I can go Zendikar and then hopefully Galta right after. That would be very helpful. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to keep up with this, man. We just played Voice of the Blessed ourselves earlier this week, and it is a nasty, nasty card. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. Unfortunately. They were just a little too fast for us here, man. We've got the Galta next turn. I mean, it's there, but just not gonna happen, unfortunately. Because this thing's gonna attack through for so much. And then we can create the life-linking bodies all we want, but if we can't block in the air, there's no reason it's gonna help, so. 99% of the time, it would be pretty good, but this is not the one. I mean, oh man, is there anything? I'm trying to think. There's really nothing, huh? Wandering Emperor, by the way, would not even fix this problem if we had it, which is crazy because it's got vigilance, and then I mean, there is nothing. Didn't take into account vigilance flyers like that, huh? We were pretty close though. I mean, we got Galta in early here and could have made some moves here, but man, it just isn't enough. It just isn't enough. Exiling their graveyard does us no good. I mean, that's just gross. That's just gross. Can we just try to kill him? I don't think so, right? 4 times 4 and then 7. Yeah, they've got too many blockers. I'm pretty sure this is a wrap. It's the only shot we have is this full sending here, so. Surprised they don't block the 10-10 with the Voice of the Blessed there. Gave it our best shot. Just wasn't the matchup for us. I mean, look how disgusting our board is though, honestly. And then if we go Galta on that last turn instead of the, you know, instead of the command, we would have been able to create like 8 life-linking bodies, which would have been absolutely huge for most matchups. This would have been, yeah, this would have been a win in like 99% of our games. Who would have thought the one game we get Mondrak down is the one we were going to lose, huh? Mondrak just popping out tokens like crazy. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Because if we can ramp into the Nissa and start copying Nissa tokens, that's pretty bonkers. It's pretty ridiculous. Mishra's Foundry, meaning this is going to be an aggressive player here. Is it mono red? I don't think it would be, because why wouldn't they play Mountain first? Oh, that's unfortunate. We had such a good hand here too. What a bummer. What a bummer. This would have been a really exciting game. Why would the opponent keep one land hand with Mishra's Foundry? They're clearly mono red and like they had no red mana. How unfortunate. All right, well, last game I normally would edit those out, but I'm just gonna leave it in there so you guys can see. Those are the types of games I typically just edit out of my videos when I say, oh, we won a game, you guys aren't gonna see it because X, Y, or Z. That's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that. Not exciting, kind of a bummer, but at least I don't have to explain what happened. You guys got to see. I don't understand it, but to each their own, you know? We have a really good hand here, though, again, but not nearly as good as the last one. Being able to copy Nissa tokens would have been insane. That's pretty cool. Do I want to... Yeah, I'm going to go this first, though, so I can go Awaken the Woods for 2 here. Gets us into the Titania's Command sooner. So we're already at, let's see, 4, 5, 6 mana to their 2, which is actually crazy. That's like faster ramp than most of my other ramp decks that are solely ramp. All right. And because we got this, it definitely is swinging my my thought process into going to grab 2 more lands here. I think that's not a bad idea because we can kind of just play this and then swing them in the very following turn for the win, like, and they're fully protected off the board. I like that. So we're definitely going to grab 2 lands here, and then we'll probably just pump up the rest of the board. Seems good. Okay, so we've officially got 7, 8, 9 lands, making 2 9/9 tokens here is going to be really good. Opponent has to go for the throat. We figured some removal was coming down, but spot removal is not going to be enough to get the job done, unfortunately, for them. That's fine. All right, let's get this down. Let's get these in. Give these trample, because we're looking to close this game out next turn. No attacks. We're gonna close this thing out nice and easy. Just absolutely stomp through the opponent here. They're at 22 life. We got well more than 22 damage on board, so they better get to killing here. They take 2 for that. If they got another one, I'm cool with that as long as they're taking that damage. That's a good find. All right, so they're going to be able to block one of these 10s, so we don't quite have them dead yet, but... Right, 4, 5, 6, 7... Oh, no, we do actually have them dead, don't we? 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10... We have them exactly dead. Just don't have a kill spell, of course, but... Sure they will. Go for the throat doesn't quite help them on the tokens, which is great, because they're artifacts. All right, good luck to the opponent stopping this next shot. We got a trampler out there and they've got 6 mana. Gix command doesn't even get the job done. Not quite. Yeah, it's got to be a lot of spot removal. That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. I had a pretty good last 2 cards in hand here too. The Ancients plus Zendikar to flip that would have been nice. Very good game. That one was easy. All right, well, we still haven't gotten the dream game yet. We're looking for the dream game where we get Mondrak down and we just like proc a billion tokens, you know? This might be the one. Got a pretty good starting hand here. It is a very expensive hand, but we're going first. I always have this like thought process of, you know, if we're going first, we can afford a little bit more of an expensive hand, but doesn't always work out that way, you know what I mean? Not always. Ancient is really cool. Uh-oh, Simic. And that proliferates, so they're looking to do some toxic stuff, which we don't like. As long as they don't poison us right here and now, we'll be all right. But they move pretty quickly once they get the poison stuff going. All right, that's got toxic 1. Flying, whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2 if you do proliferate. Here we go. We're going to give them a toxic counter here and let them proliferate, which is a bit scary, I'm not going to lie, but it'll have to work. It'll have to do for now. Hopefully they're not running counter spells. That's what really scares me, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're in a bit of a bind here because I would really like to get Mondrak down. Don't get me wrong, like that would be amazing. But the problem with getting Mondrak down right now is that there's really nothing after that. Well, now that we drew that, it's kind of nice, but I want to double up on Invoke the Ancients with Mondrak, but I need to reach creatures like now, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm sure they're gonna have some Fading Hopes or something like that, which would be a bit of a bummer. Trying to play disciplined here. I really wanted to go Mondrak there and then just really go over the top with the amount of tokens we produce, but I just can't afford that right now, so. All right, well, they can just keep proliferating with that on the field. Oh no, they ran right into it. They ran right into it. They didn't realize. They didn't realize I chose the reach. All right. Not allowing anything to get through, I think, is probably smarter than attacking into that right now. Yeah, let's just wait. Gotta protect the poison counters to the face. That's what we're looking to protect here. That is rough. I can't lie. Can't lie, that's rough because they can just passively just proliferate by paying the 2, which is really annoying. All right, they bring that right back. It's not a legendary creature, unfortunately. That's pretty sick. I can't lie. That's pretty freaking sick. Ooh, what do we do? If we go here, 2 bears and give everything 1/1 counters. This is such an awkward hand because of the amount of mana everything requires. It's like we're only going to be able to do one thing and one thing only here, so we gotta choose wisely. And I think it's like smashing their face into oblivion, so I'm gonna go that route. $12, $18, $19, really forces them into a position here where they've got to. I've got to leave these back, right? What do we do here, guys? What do we do? I'm gonna wait one more turn, because then we can give everything trample next turn, and I think that's gonna be the way to go. I know it's only trample for +2, but I still think giving everything +2 and trample is more than enough to close the game. Patience, man, patience. I'm not a very patient guy, so you know, if I lose this round, it is what it is. You know, it wasn't meant to be, but I'm pretty sure we'll be all right. They've only got 2 cards we don't know about, and they have to pay 2 to proliferate, so if they do, nice. All right, we're good. We made it out, I think. I say I think because there's still 1 more card in hand and 1 mana, but you never know. 1/3 flying and toxic 1. That's fine. That's fine. We got 6, 7 flyers here. Or reach creatures. Okay. Interesting choice. They are going to proliferate once, which is a bummer. But that's definitely game. There's nothing they can do to stop this backlash here. So That was a bit of a desperation play on their end, but they didn't know what was coming anyways. What was coming was about to be really bad, you know? That was a close one. I respect it, man. It was a pretty interesting deck that they had here. I've obviously seen Simic Toxic many times, but I've never seen anybody run it this way. So creativity points for sure. I respect it, but I also had to disrespect it. You know what I mean? One of those things. Yeah, that was a fun one, man. That was a really fun one. Opening hand here. Opponent goes first. I do have a 2-drop, so I'll keep it. I don't think we can get much better than this, to be honest. Oh, brother. I think we just took an L. Going second. Taking an L here. I always wonder now that I actually make content if people are saying hello just because they, you know, they're saying hello, or is it because they've seen the stuff? I don't know. Sometimes it's one or the other. But when I used to not make content, almost nobody used the hello button. Well, Catan, if you are watching, good game. Pretty sure you already got this. Oh, brother. If we would have hit a land there, maybe, but no land. No land, no chance. This should hopefully buy us a little bit of time with the block, but this has trample, so that means nothing. All right. Block one here. We do get a 3/3 next turn, which is nice. That'll help me block. Nice. Okay. You're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's such a tiny little chance. Come on down. All right. I mean, shoot, guys. I mean, we've got Galta next turn. Maybe there's 3/6 mana. So yeah, we need one more land. But if Galta comes in and we can pop out a couple vigilant, or I'm sorry, a couple of lifelink bodies, who knows? No, that's game. 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're not dead. Oh yeah, we're dead. Sorry, I didn't take into account the Phoenix chick. I wasn't even thinking. Oh, we were close. We were close. If we didn't miss the one land drop, that's a maybe. That's a question mark, but probably not. Good game. All right, we have time for one more. I hope. I didn't actually count it up, so it looks like we might have time for one more. This may or may not make it. We'll see. Awaken the Woods. Join the dance. It's a pretty interesting keep here, but we'll keep it. And we're going second, hopefully not against another super aggro deck. Could be really aggro. They could still be running those Swift Spears and stuff, but nope, it's Jeskai. Jeskai. Let's see if they got a counter spell. No? Nice. No make disappears, no negates. We know that. No spell pierces. All good. Feeling a lot safer about casting my spells. But what are they if they haven't played a spell yet by turn 2 in their Jeskai with no counter magic? What could that be? I want to say tokens as well, but no, it's not. What is this? Okay. Definitely make a block here, because why not? They get a treasure out of the deal and they draw a card. All good. Alright, I guess there's no reason to gander and think about this any further. Let's just get on with our lives. I mean, doing this for one kind of sucks, but you know what? It's an extra land this turn, so we'll take it. We'll take it. It gets us into our bigger spells a little bit faster. Invoke the Ancients in particular. I am worried about sweepers because I still have no idea what they're on, but because I've never heard of a Jeskai sacrifice deck, but I've seen this in plenty of sacrifice builds, you know? All right, we'll hit another join the dance here. And then Titania's Command's pretty brutal to give all these little 1/1s a couple counters. Let's see. Impulse. What in the world is happening right now? What in the actual is happening right now? Bombardment. Okay, I respect the bombardment play. I'm still confused. Why the Riveteer? That's all I'm confused about. Like, I'm just trying to figure that one out. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Another impulse in the yard. Gosh, what do we do here? I guess this is fine because it can get indestructibility for the burn down the house. That's inevitably going to come down. And we can still attack with everything here, even the Dryad, because we just need 1 mana to give it that indestructibility. It should be good. But if they're able to get that burn down the house back from the graveyard, it's going to be annoying. Just don't be a Sunfall, please. Anything but Sunfall. Yep, that's what I figured it'd be. So they're going to get the impulse back, which is tough. Because what really kind of stinks here is the fact that the opponent is going to be able to get that burn down the house next play, guaranteed. And that's going to be residual. So I'm going to have to hit their graveyard with this next turn in order to shut that down. Good thing we have this, right? This is coming clutch now a couple of times, huh? For those graveyard offenders. Yeah, 2 of these. I almost screwed that up. Exile target player's graveyard. Yeah, you're not getting that back, buddy. You're gonna have another one. You're gonna have to earn it. You know they have another one. Just watch. Even if they do, I'm left with the 4/4 Modrak, so they still got to answer that problem. And if they go Wandering Emperor here, they still got to answer the Bears. They're in a really tight spot. I'm pretty sure we're good here. That's annoying, but at least Brotherhood's end doesn't hit the ancient tokens. They're too big. Oh, they had to take damage to play that? That's not good. I just realized that they had to pay damage from their lands. Ouch. I just realized that. I was really excited though to show you guys the Ancients play. We were gonna get 4 of these bad boys. That was gonna be gnarly. But GG's, my guy. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We'll be back again, of course, tomorrow with another video. Also, just want to say a huge thank you to anyone who's made it this far into the video. I do appreciate it a lot. It helps a ton with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you for sticking with me to the end. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Galta, one of my favorite creatures, man, of all time. Honestly, we played this one other time and I had so much fun. And today was no different. This is honestly a deck I can see myself playing quite a bit. Honestly, if I had more time, I would probably spam this deck if I'm being honest. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this one, guys. It was interesting to say the least. And a huge shout out, as always, specifically to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't already know, the Mardu Mob's the membership program on this channel, and I like to give them a huge special shout out at the end of every video because they help support this channel monetarily. And I honestly can't thank them enough for that and tell them how much I appreciate them. So if you're part of the Mardu Mob, thank you for that. Appreciate you. And yeah, that's it for me. I'll be back again tomorrow. Of course, we'll see you then. Until next time, guys. Peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Selesnya, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.